Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to write minimalist living articles automatically using AI agent. So let's suppose I am a blogger and I promote minimalist living. Now I want that whenever I add a new title in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, the article should be automatically generated using OpenAI. Here I am going to use my AI agent as OpenAI and it should be automatically created as a post on my WordPress. Doing this manually will consume a lot of time, so I'm completely going to automate this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a way that whenever I'm going to add a new title or a detail in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, the article will be automatically generated using OpenAI and it will be automatically created as a post on my WordPress. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. In this video, we are going to learn how to write minimalist living article automatically using AI agent. For this, I'm going to create automation between Google Sheets, WordPress and OpenAI with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow for which I need to click on this create workflow button, and first I need to provide the workflow name and then I have to select the folder in which I want to save that workflow. So first let me name this workflow as write minimalist living articles automatically using AI agent, and now I need to select my folder. These are the folders which have been created and here I'm going to select it as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, two boxes have appeared in front of me. One is trigger, other is action. So trigger says when this happens, an action says do this. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to write minimalist living articles using AI agent, which means whenever I'm going to add a new topic in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, that will be automatically detected with my AI agent, which is OpenAI, and it will be automatically created as a post on my WordPress, which means whenever I'm going to add a new topic in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, then this complete workflow is going to get triggered because trigger says when this happens. So when I'm going to add a new topic and then action says do this, then create an article with the help of AI agent. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Sheets, and then in my action application, I will be taking OpenAI and WordPress. So here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Google Sheets. And then in my trigger event, I'm going to take this new or updated spreadsheet row. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Reading this help desk, I'm going to build this connection, and to make this connection, let me open my Google Sheets. So this is the Google Sheets spreadsheet which I've created by the name article for WordPress, and I have added these fields like title, focus, topic, tone and word count. I'm quickly going to add all these details in the fields. So here I have added a topics. Title is 5 minimalist tips for small apartment. Topic focus is decluttering storage solution. Topic tone is friendly. Then the word count is 700. You can adjust the topic, tone, word count according to your choice and preference. I have selected and entered these. Now I want to send these details to my Pabbly Connect workflow so that it could be processed and an article could be generated using AI agent. For that, I'm going to go towards my Google Sheets spreadsheet, and on the top you can see this extensions option. So we have to open this, go towards this add-ons and then click on this get add-ons. After clicking on Get Add-ons, Google Workspace Marketplace has appeared in front of me where I need to search for Pabbly Connect Webhooks. And you will see that I have already installed Pabbly Connect Webhooks in my Google Sheets, so it is showing installed. But if you are doing this for the first time, please make sure that you follow the same process and install this. After that you install this, it will start appearing over here, and from here you have to go towards this initial setup. Now this box has appeared in front of me where I need to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect workflow. So I'm going to copy and paste that over here, and then I need to enter the trigger column. It is written the trigger column will be a final data entry column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here my final data entry column or the end column is column D, which means whenever I'm going to add the data in this particular column, the complete row data will be sent to my Pabbly Connect workflow. Trigger column simply means the final data entry column on which you are going to add the data. If we have the data like column E, generated article. So I will not be adding my trigger column as column E because this is the final data entry column on which I'm going to add the data, and I'm going to add the generated article after my action step in this column E. So here we are going to add the trigger column as the final data entry column from where all the complete row data will be sent to Pabbly Connect workflow. I hope this is very clear to you now. So after adding this webhook URL and trigger column, I'm going to submit this and you will see setup configured successfully. To send this data, we can also click on the send test and you will see the test data will be sent. Now we have successfully added the webhook URL which we were provided in Pabbly Connect workflow, and we have to follow a very important step. We have to go towards this extensions, go to Pabbly Connect webhooks and then click on the send on event. So this step will make sure whatever data we add in future, it is sent to Pabbly Connect. I will go back to my workflow and check whether I have received the response, and here we can see in no time I have received the response. The word count is 700, trigger column is T, tone is friendly. Title lists 5 minimalist tips for small apartment. The spreadsheet name is article for WordPress, and then I've received the focus topic as decluttering and storage solution. As soon as I have added the data in my Google Sheet spreadsheet, I have received that response there in this workflow, and this shows the connection setup that we have created between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect that is successful. And now whenever I'm going to add a new topic or a title in this particular spreadsheet, I will start capturing that response there in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I'm going to add a new title, I want to generate the article on that, and to do that, I'm going to use my AI agent as OpenAI. So in my action application, I'm going to take OpenAI, and in my action event, I'm going to select it as ChatGPT and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help test given below, I'm going to enter this token and I'm going to click on the hyperlink, and it has taken me towards this API keys page. To create a new API token, I simply need to click on this create new secret key. First, I have to provide the key name. So let's say the key is test, the project will be default project and the permissions will be all, and then I simply need to click on this create secret key. A new API token will be provided to me, which I need to copy and paste that over here. Here, as I've already an existing connection, I've created this connection multiple times. So I'm going to select the existing connection and then go with save. So here OpenAI is connected with Pabbly Connect, and now I have to enter the AI model and then the prompt. I'm going to select my AI model as GPT-4o Mini, and then I'm going to enter the prompt like. So here I'm going to enter the prompt in a way that I have added the title in my Google Sheet and I want to generate the article on that. So my prompt will be, here I have written the prompt like write a SEO friendly blog post about title this, focus on these topics this, use a dash tone and keep the length around dash words, provide practical tips and keep writing style clear, simple and engaging for readers interested in minimalist living. I am going to enter these details now, but I am not going to enter these details manually. Instead, I am going to use a method called mapping, which means I am going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from Google Sheets, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Sheets. When I click on this, I can see all the response over here. Now I have to enter the title. So I am going to enter the title which I have received from my previous response, which is this one. Then I'm going to enter the focus topic, which is this one. Then I'm going to enter the tone, which is this one. Then I'm going to enter the word count, which is 700. And then I'm going to enter the tone, which is friendly. Now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even if you have received the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. I have entered these details. I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response. And here I have received the response. In this message content, I have my article generated. 5 minimalist tips for small apartments, decluttering and storage solution. Then I have received the introduction. Then I have received some tips. Embrace the art of decluttering. Practical tip, create a 1 in 1 out rule. Practical tip, maximize vertical space. Practical tip, multifunctional furniture. Practical tip, organize with clear containers. Practical tip. And then I have received the conclusion, and this is a very wonderful article which I can post on my WordPress. And to do that, what I'm going to do, simply click on add action step button, and in my action application I'm going to search for WordPress. And in my action event, I'm going to select it as create a post and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on add new connection. And now to make this connection, we have to enter the login credentials of WordPress and then the base URL. To get this base URL, I'm going to open my WordPress, and in the top in this URL, you can see this paytoworld.com/wp3 till wp3. I have to enter this base URL, and then I'm going to enter the email and the password. After entering my login credentials, I'm simply going to click on the save, and you will see the WordPress will be connected with Pabbly Connect. And here it is, WordPress is connected. In my post type, I'm going to select it as post. I'm going to enter the post title as, so here I have the response in my Google Sheets and the title was this. Then we have the post content. Here we have received the post content generated with the help of OpenAI, and I have mapped that. The slug excerpt are not required fields. I'll skip this. The status remain publish. Then the category IDs and the tags are not required fields. I'll skip this. In the featured media ID, I am going to toggle on this mapping button, remove this media ID. Otherwise, that same media will be posted on all of my posts. And the format is standard. Ping status is open. Comment status is open. I'm going to select my author ID as this one. And then password date and date GMT are not required fields. I'll skip this. After entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request, and you will see I'm going to receive the response. I have received the response. Let me quickly open my WordPress and check whether I have received the same response, whether the post has been created. From my WordPress dashboard, I will go towards this post, go towards this all posts. And here I can see that a post has been created. 5 minimalist tips for small apartment. I'm going to click on this view. The article has been created and posted on my WordPress. Now to summarize, we took Google Sheets as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We have added the titles in Google Sheets, and then we have generated the article on that same with the help of AI agent and created a post on WordPress. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. Here we have successfully created automation between Google Sheets, OpenAI and WordPress with the help of Pabbly Connect. I hope you like this video. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.